Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I guess I could call this Lo Kahende's Kitchen. I have a very special guest. It's my daughter. Introduce yourself.
I'm Sade and we're gonna be cooking the African dish. And it's called okra soup and it's my favorite. It's very healthy.
Very healthy dish. She's going to be helping me make it. She is going to be doing what? What are you going to be doing?
Cutting the okra.
She's going to be cutting the okra. I'm going to show you our ingredients. So over here we have what? The okra. And then we have what? The spinach. And then over here, this is everything that you're going to need. You're going to need Maggi cubes or core cubes, onion, 3 hot peppers, crayfish. I love the Cameroon pepper. It gives it a nice flavor. And of course the wine is for me. Okay, now and then over here we have the oil already in the pot. I've seasoned the fish, and this is a what's the name of this fish? Tilapia fish last night with salt and pepper. We have the oil ready to go, and here we have goat meat with guinea fowl and also stockfish. So that's the meat that we're using, but you can use whatever whatever meat you want to use. So we're just getting ready to get started. She's going to give you show you guys how she cuts up the okra, so you're going to follow her. Go get started.
So you don't want to cut you don't want to eat this part, so we're gonna cut it off. And we're gonna cut it like this. We have to cut it like this.
Okay, go ahead. Don't be nervous.
Cut it like this. We're gonna cut this off and we put it in here. And then we take this apart. We cut this here and cut this.
So you want to wash your fingers, right?
And we cut this and we put it in here. And once again, we're going to cut this off because you don't want to eat that. And I'm gonna cut this. Cut this. Put it in here. And break this all the way apart so we could cut it like we're usually cutting it.
Okay, so now you guys know how she cuts up the okra. You guys are gonna follow me over here. So we have the oil. I'm just gonna turn the oil on so that it can get hot. And while that gets hot, I want to show you how we season the chicken. So what we do, well first let me turn it off. Alright, so what I do is I normally take, these has already been rinsed off and washed and everything. So we take the hot pepper, and what I do is I normally just cut it in. You don't have to be so close. Is it too close? No. Okay, I just cut it in like this. And I use about 3, sometimes I use 4. It all depends. It depends on how spicy you want it. But my husband, he sometimes like it spicy. So we're just going to do 3 for now, and then we're going to use the Cameroon pepper. Okay. You guys want to make sure that you cut the stem off of the hot peppers as well. What I like about this dish is that it's just very healthy, nutritional. And the guinea fowl is a type of chicken that doesn't, it's not processed chicken. So it's a kind of like a tough chicken. And because it's not processed, it's very healthy. You know, sometimes processed food, nowadays they're saying it causes cancer and things like that. So now that I'm starting this here health journey and trying to lose weight, I think I want to stick more so with the natural chicken if I can. So now you want to cut your onion like so. And this is how I do it, to dice it. Now I like a lot of onion. Everybody is different when it comes to making this dish. And also I'm from Americas. I am not from Nigeria. I actually learned this by watching YouTube, and then also you know, family, my husband, his friends whenever they stay over, and then also doing a lot of research online. So I am not a pro, but you know, I love making it. I love learning. I love, you know, trying out new dishes. And so while that is on, I now want to put the Maggie cube inside. And you just break this up. I'm going to use 2 packs. I like my stuff like well seasoned. My hands on this. And then you don't even have to break it. You just drop it right on there. That's the first onion. I mean, you know, the onion that we put in there, which is half. You want to put the water on. Put the stove on. And then I do not measure my seasonings. I just go for it. So I'm putting thyme. And then I'm also going to put crayfish in here. Really love the flavor that crayfish gives. It's just such a good flavor, you know. And then what I'm going to do is take my spoon and then mix the seasonings all in so that it can kind of go all the way through, you know. All that seasoning, make sure it goes through. Now some people, they don't add curry, but I do. I like curry, and this is how I make it. Everybody makes it a different way, so I'm going to add a little bit of curry inside, and then stir it, stir. And then normally the meat makes water itself, but for me, I'm going to add a little bit of water because it doesn't add enough water for me when it cooks down. So we're going to keep that there, and then I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of water. And so we know that the seasoning is all the way through. Okay, and we're not going to add the Cameroon spice just yet. We'll add that a little later. First, I have to test the spiciness of it. So I'm going to cover it. And now we're going to let that cook for about 20 to 30 minutes. I'm going to move over here to my fish. So what I normally do is, in this oil, I put onion, because the onion gives nice flavor to the fish when it's frying. You don't need a lot. You just add just a little, you know. Back up from this kind of from the popping. So that's what you're gonna add. And normally as American, when we cook our fish, we put flour in it. It's cut a certain way. We don't even have the head on it, but I am doing it quite different because this is a special Nigerian dish, and this is a special request for me to fry this fish for my husband. So I am going to do that. Yeah, we want to get that all in here. You know they can hear you sniffing, right? So,
I want to go.
You almost there.
I want to go baby.
Okay, hold on. You're almost there. All right, so we want to put that in like so. It's okay. You can hear my son in the background. You guys almost got all of the fishes in there. This is a big pan. So, okay. So we're going to let that cook. Let's check on the okra. She's moving fast. Okay, girl. Make sure you wash your hands.
Okay.
So she's going to give you another lesson on how to cut the okra up.
If you
That's okay.
If you
Put the camera on.
if you want to cut it more easier, you could take off this and you could just cut it here.
Yes.
Without
But we want them to be kind of small, so that's why we're
because
cutting.
I like it.
Yes. And we like a lot of okra in our soup, right? We just forgot the tripe.
And that was my favorite.
Okay, so we're gonna come back in another minute after everything has cooked and the meat is boiled, and it's time to add everything else. Okay. Alrighty, guys, it's been about 20 minutes or so. Now we're going to add palm oil. I'm gonna take a look in the pot. Don't be so close. See, in the pot, this is how it should look. And then I'm gonna let Sade add the palm oil. Watch out, be careful, that's popping. And also look at my fried fish. Yes, looks delicious. Okay, come on, add this palm oil, girl. I'm sorry, I should have put it and let it warm first, but go ahead, you can squeeze it in. And you don't need a lot. Go ahead, squeeze it in. Let me help you. Okay, just a little. Go ahead, squeeze. And one more. One more. You don't have to be so close to it. That's enough. Okay. All right. And so what we're going to do is cut more onion inside. Like I said, I like mine with a lot of onion. I like a lot of okra. Most people, they say little, but this is the way that I like it. And this is the way that sometimes my husband eats it. So now I'm going to just cut more onion in it. And then we're going to let this cook for about 10 minutes because we want that palm oil to cook through. Now, you guys, we just cannot miss that palm oil. I mean, you could cook it without it, but to me, it doesn't taste the same without the palm oil. It just doesn't, And so, I've already given this a little taste, so I'm going to add a little bit more of the Cameroon pepper. Now this is really spicy, so you don't need a lot of this. You just want to give it a ting, and then you just want to stir. Now you see how the water is kind of like a red looking color. The palm oil is so rich. Okay. All right, so we'll be back. I'm gonna let that cook for 10 minutes, and then we'll be back to add the okra. There's one small thing that I forgot. It's the red pepper that you want to add to this. There's a certain step soon you will add, but you want to cut this like really small, like that. And then chop it even more, because right when I add the okra, I will add this to it. And this is basically for color. It's for color and taste for me. Alright, so it's been about 10 minutes that we've let the palm oil cook inside. So what I'm going to do is add the red bell pepper. Add the red bell pepper. And then Sade is going to add the okra that she has cut up. Then we just stir that through. Alright, yes. Gave it a taste. I don't need to add anything else. Now we're going to have her add the okra. Add the okra. Pour it inside. Look at that. We like lots of okra in our soup. Okay, go ahead and stir. And be careful now. Should I help you? No? Okay. Let me see. I got it. So we're going to stir it through like so. All right, yeah. Look at that. Girl, you did a good job cutting this okra. Okay, Sade, yes. And then we're going to let the okra cook down, and then we will add the spinach. So the okra we're going to let cook down until it gets soft. Look at all of that color. Isn't it look good? Yeah. Tell them about your stuff. Tell them. Tell them how it looks.
It looks very good when it's done, and it tastes very good. And if you want to cook it, you should watch this video and try it out.
Yes. What about the color? The red pepper?
The red pepper is making the color very great.
Yes.
Colorful.
Okay, all right. So now we're gonna let that cook. We're gonna put the top on. And then we're gonna let that cook until the okra gets tender, and then we'll add the spinach because spinach doesn't take that long. Okay, we'll be back. All right, so it's been about 10 minutes since we've added the okra. Now we're gonna add the spinach, and Sade is going to add that.
Wait.
Careful.
Sorry.
Let's see. Let me see. Get all the pieces. So then we're gonna add the spinach. Spinach doesn't take that long at all to cook down. And then we're just gonna stir it through. Oh my goodness, this looks so delicious. And what you normally eat with this okra soup would be eba. You can do pounded yam, but we at eba house. Everything is eba. But my favorite is pounded yam. But we always do eba. And so yes, this. Oh my goodness, this looks so delicious. I think I've outdone myself all. Alright, so we're gonna let that cook just for a little bit, and then we'll be back. I'm gonna show you guys the plating. This is such a delicious meal. We love it. I mean, everything about it, and I enjoy cooking it. Please comment, subscribe below at Nigelo. That's NAIJALO on Instagram, and then any other dishes that you guys can give me, and give me tips on, because I'm still learning myself. Thank you. Be back.
Bye.
All right, and this is the finished touch of our okra soup with the fried tilapia. I've made eba. Look how bright and delicious. Oh my goodness, this look. Guys, I'm telling you, you should try this dish. And to all my Americans, you guys, don't sleep on Nigerian food. It is the bomb. Thank you guys for watching my channel.
Bye.
And thank you to my little helper, Sade. We are getting ready to eat. Yes. See you later. Bye.
See you later.